Welcome back to part two of this wonderful concert tonight featuring the Westchester Symphony Orchestra and the Lakota East singing Thunderhawks. We're back with John Rutter again, the English composer who was born in 1945. He's still alive and well and creating music for choral concerts all over the world from his native England. He was a student. His first musical education, of course he's got several degrees, was at a school called Highgate. And then he continued on at Clare College in Cambridge, England. And when he was a student there, his first published compositions started to come out and be shared. He's considered one of the most prolific and successful composers of carols alive today. He's one of my favorite choral composers. And this is a tune entitled Star Carol. It was performed 2 years ago at the 2017 concert here, and it tells the traditional story of Christmas about the manger, the shepherds, the angels, and the wise men. Here is the Star Carol. I think you'll recognize this next tune. The history of Silent Night is a simple story about a church organist, a broken organ, and music for the Christmas Eve service. You can imagine there was a little panic going on when the organ was found broken due to a flood in the church. It was 1818 when Franz Xavier Gruber wrote the music to lyrics by a gentleman named Joseph Moore. And Joseph Moore brought those lyrics to life. He had written them in 1816. Now, it was a guitar accompanist that stepped in to accompany the choir for the very first performance of Silent Night. And this is really interesting. I didn't learn this till I received this script from Susan Shermer. It was declared an intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO, United Nations, in 2011. So I hope you enjoy this arrangement, which was written by Susan Shermer and originally performed at this concert in 2011, Silent Night. Beautiful arrangement of Silent Night. That was the East Side Voices featured with the symphony. In 2013, American composer Eric Whitacre, and I've Googled Eric, and he is quite the dude. He is a fascinating composer, and I've really been looking forward to hearing this song again, which was featured in this concert in 2017. Well, the Disney organization asked Eric to write a song for their World of Color Winter Dreams show at Disneyland out in California. Now, the result is this hauntingly beautiful song called Glow. And it was done, or first performed, I should say, in a very unique way. I don't know how this happened, but it was a virtual choir, and it featured in its first performance 1,473 singers who were in all 50 states and also in all of the US territories, all coming together through the magic of technology to perform this for the first time together. We hope you enjoy this version of Eric Whitacre's Glow. There's only one problem with that song, and it's too short. Such a beautiful song. We're still with Disney. In 2013, the Disney movie Frozen, very good, burst onto the scene. It's never left, has it? It's just never left. And now the sequel is out, of course. It was inspired by The Snow Queen, which is a story written by Hans Christian Andersen. And I'm sure you all could tell me what the story is. I've never seen the movie. Boy, it's the biggest reaction I've gotten all night. Kids are too old, grandson's too young. Anyway, let me tell you about it a little bit. It's about a fearless princess who sets off on a journey alongside a rugged iceman, his loyal reindeer, and a naive snowman who finds and they're on an adventure to find her estranged sister, whose icy powers have inadvertently trapped their kingdom in eternal winter. I had to read that because I just don't know this story. Sounds great. Frozen won 2 Academy Awards for Best Animated Feature and Best Original Song for... I knew that part. It was written by a couple, Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez. Frozen 2, of course, just released, and we are sure there will be more songs in future concerts from Frozen 2. I hope you enjoy this rendition of Let It Go, first performed here in 2015. course, that was much more than just Let It Go. That was 6 songs featured from Frozen. We're going to go back in history again and to the Ukraine for the Ukrainian bell carol called Carol of the Bells. It was composed by Mykola Leonkovich in 1914, and it was actually commissioned by the conductor of the Ukrainian Republic Choir. It's based on Ukrainian folk chants and based on a 4-note folk melody entitled or called a shedek that Leontovich had found in archives. The work was conceived to be sung a cappella without any accompaniment, and that is always how it's performed. And it was first performed by students from Kiev University in December of 1916. It was premiered in the United States by the Ukrainian National Chorus. And if you can imagine this, it was a sold-out audience at Carnegie Hall that first heard this song in the United States. This version is the result of arranger Peter J. Willoughby, who set the lyrics to the song for a performance. Again, we're going back a number of years, 1936, on NBC Radio for a special concert. This classic has been performed every year at this concert by the Lakota East Choirs, and now Carol of the Bells. Never get tired of that. Again, one that is just too short. Well, it's been a fabulous evening of music. We're not done yet, but pretty special that for 10 consecutive years, the Westchester Symphony Orchestra and these combined choirs, these incredible young people, have been able to come together and bring this holiday concert, and at absolutely no cost. It's a free concert, right? Still free, right? You guys got in for free? Thank you so much, and continue to support the arts in your community. They are so important. When we're all gone and the buildings are down and everything else is gone, it's that culture, it's the arts and that experience that is going to be left behind to continue to give to other generations. Some of the music tonight you heard, 1914, 1911, 1936, that it was heard for the first time. We're still enjoying it today. It's a great gift. Thank you all for being here. Don't go away. Alumni come up now? All right. If you're an alum, you'd like to come up and participate in the traditional Hallelujah Chorus and another special song, please come up right now. Nicely done. And now this evening will close with the traditional performance of the Hallelujah Chorus by George Frederick Handel, of course. And it is performed as the last song of the evening every year since 2010. I want to thank all of you so much for being here this evening. Susan has a few words for you as well. And I'm Robin Carey-Allgaier. It's just been a joy to be here. Thank you so much. Susan Shermer.
It was only one thing wrong with being short. Everything's over my head, okay? But at any rate, thank you all for coming. This is such a marvelous concert. Here we are, the 10th one. That is magnificent. And these students up here are awesome. I have to tell you, this is the orchestra's favorite concert, is working with these students from Lakota East High School's choirs. Give them a round of applause. So thank you once again for coming. Thanks to our wonderful dancers here who are from Mary St. Albans, I think I've got it right, St. Romine's Dance Studio, to Robin for being our MC, to all the students, to the orchestra, and thank you all for coming tonight. We're going to end with the Hallelujah Chorus. It is traditional to stand if you are able and would like to. You do not have to. No one will arrest you. It's okay. Even the king isn't here anymore, so we're okay.
deck the halls with boughs of hot leaf. La 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 la. La 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 la.